Yo, what's going on, guys? This is the Week 17 fantasy basketball updates and the best waiver wire pickups, the injuries, and just everything you need to know about the upcoming week, guys. This is a crucial week in fantasy basketball, so keep an eye out, as this week could be really crucial because of the NBA trade deadline. Y'all ready to get into it? Let's get it. Let's go. To start off with the week, guys, I'm going to be putting out the bad news of the week. That is going to go over the schedule of the week. Most teams are playing 3 games and some are playing 4 games, but there's one team only playing 2 games this week, and that is the San Antonio Spurs, guys. So players with DeJounte Murray, Paul Gasol, LaMarcus Aldridge, Kyle Anderson, players like that won't be as much value to you this week, guys, because they only have 2 games coming up. So keep that in mind for your waiver wire pickups. We've got 3 major injuries, guys. 3 injuries that has ruined fantasy basketball. And if you own these players, it most likely ruined your season already, because these 3 players have had a serious injury. And yes, you've guessed it. John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, and Kevin Love. John Wall is going to be out 6 to 8 weeks, which will 100% and most likely be out all of the fantasy basketball season. If you are lucky and you owe him, you might get him back in the second week of the playoffs, but that is unsaid and not 100% certain. He's going to be out with the knee issue, guys, so John Wall will not be useful in the next 6 weeks or so. Kevin Love out 6 to 8 weeks with the broken left hand. He does not need surgery for this, which is the good news, but still the rehab and the recovery time for the Kevin Love situation is definitely going to be 6 to 8 weeks. He might come back second week of the playoffs or might not, so that's why gambling on him or trading for him could be really risky. But if he does come back, it could be a really high risk and really high risk reward. And the biggest loss, guys, DeMarcus Cousins, probably one of the best fantasy players this year, out for the whole season, guys. I'm pretty sure most players who had him has been playing well and doing nice in your fantasy leagues, and this injury really did cost you guys. So I'm really sorry to say that, but it's true. Cousins is out for the whole season, and players that had him really need to work around things in order to keep and maintain your championship squad that DeMarcus Cousins helped you maintain. Next up is the waiver wire pickups, guys. This week I'm selecting 4 players that you guys should be adding to your rosters, guys. These players should not be lingering in your waiver wires, because this week or even further, they're going to be giving you 100% consistent stats because of their situations. The first player is Stanley Johnson of the Detroit Pistons, guys. Stanley Johnson is great. Ever since Avery Bradley and Tobias Harris left, his usage rate for the team has definitely bumped up and increased to a high 22% usage rate, guys. Stanley Johnson is great over the past 3 games with Blake Griffin. Stanley Johnson has scored more than 13 points, giving you nice, decent stats all around, especially giving you good defensive stats. Stanley Johnson should not be on waiver wires and should definitely be lingering on many fantasy basketball squads from now on. Tomas Satoransky of the Wizards, guys. With John Wall out 6 to 8 weeks, Tomas is going to be the starting point guard of the team, guys. He is one of the young players, a rookie. In fact, he's gonna be one of the players they want to develop, and that's why Thomas so far has been putting up great, decent numbers as a starting point guard of the Wizards, guys. I believe he'll average about 11 points and get as much as 4 to 5 assists a game. That could be really crucial as a player that could potentially be your 4th or 3rd point guard of your fantasy basketball team. Terry Rozier of the Boston Celtics, guys. With Kyrie day-to-day and about to return, Kyrie could potentially be out 2 or more games, and that's why Terry Rozier is that player for the Boston Celtics. He's shown it so far, being that starting point guard, and he's been great, putting out a monster game, over 30 points, and Terry Rozier does have the potential to be a starting and a really crucial point guard to a fantasy basketball team. Terry Rozier will definitely help you this week. Pick him up if he's still on your waiver wires if you need somebody to bump off your squad. And the last player is Durant Allen of the Brooklyn Nets, guys. The Brooklyn Nets are finally letting him loose. They're definitely tanking. Durant Allen is that future center of the team, and he's been playing over 25 minutes the past few games and could definitely keep that inconsistency. That's why Durant Allen can be a nice player that gets boards, points, good field goal percentage, and especially that blocks, which is one of the hardest categories to win in fantasy basketball. And that wraps up the list, guys, on the Week 17 fantasy basketball updates, guys. Just to put it out there, a trade deadline is definitely coming after I post this video, guys. Keep an eye on players that could potentially be on the move, especially now that it's almost the crucial time in fantasy basketball where you need to make the playoffs to win your fantasy league. If you're new here, welcome to Easy Buckets, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you agree to this list, and also subscribe for more fantasy basketball videos. But other than that, take it easy, guys. God bless, and I'll see you next time with Easy Buckets.